SpaceWindu!
Lightsaber.
Hey there everybody, SpaceWindu here from the forums and Civilized Sabers. As you can see, I've got a black light on these enhanced and photonic blade tubes, and you can see why they absorb and reflect back colors a little more. They are basically glowing under the black light. That's exactly the reason why Marc chose the photonic green for his Neopixel TriStar. This has been a long time in the making. If you've been following the live videos, the live streams I've been doing lately with FET263 and Jedi Arms Dealer and Edmundo in the last one, you will have seen this saber before. This one is Marc's lightsaber. It has the Proffieboard in it, and I was having some issues with the programming for quite some time, and the saber's been done for a bunch of months now, and doing the Profi settings and stuff has just taken a while. So anybody that has an order in with me for a lightsaber, this is the reason why some of the stuff got delayed in the recent months, is that I was trying to work through some issues I was having just setting up the the software and stuff for this War Sabers. This is a lightsaber made in Russia. It's basically like a Saber Forge hilt in size, like an MHS V2 in width and diameter. It's really nice to hold. Thank you to Harris from Civilized Sabers for wrapping this lightsaber in real, genuine leather. It feels great. I know Marc is really gonna like it. This, when it came to me, had a bunch of these edges, just like Saber Forge sabers do. They have a lot of sharp edges. And so I went through and I sanded the entire hilt lightly, so when you spin the lightsaber, you play with the lightsaber, you will not get cut anymore. The only part I was a little more gingerly with was down here. I didn't want to take black anodizing off, so although not sharp anymore, this is where I did the lightest sanding at the bottom here, and the rest is very, very smoothed out. The rest is really, really smoothed out. Really easy to handle now. Shouldn't have any problems, any sharp spots on anywhere on this hilt. And what I have here is a nice red kill key, just like a lightsaber should have, in my opinion, or a red button, right? And the button setup, we chose this small 12mm set I got off Etsy, and it has two small momentary tactile switches. The forward one is for the activation, and the bottom one is for the special effects for the menu. Nice thumb screw up here. I changed that out so he doesn't need a tool. Let me actually show you just a little blade plug I made with the SpaceWindu blade plug chip at the bottom. Neopixel blade plug chip that works with the connector that's in there. And since Marc has that photonic blade, I wanted to make sure he had a blade plug that was photonic. Proffieboard has really nice sound, smooth swing. very, very sensitive and nice. Got 10 sound fonts on here.
Join me. Together we can rule the galaxy's father and son.
All the fonts that are on this saber are listed in the open source section on fx-sabers and also on the Rebel Armory. One other little detail that Marc wanted on this was a triangle D-ring. So I made one that attaches to the pommel right there. And you know, normally I kind of keep it folded against the pommel, and when you go to hang it on your belt, you can just hang it on your belt like that. Show you with a blade in it. Marc chose the TriStar. We have a windowed emitter right here. You'll see some of the light come through. Just tighten up your thumb screw before you start swinging it. One of the craziest effects I just can't get over is when you swing it on some of these fonts, the brightness of the blade increases.
I'm Rey Skywalker.
kill me!
Ben Solo. Second sister.
So I pretty much got every single bell and whistle you could imagine on this lightsaber. It has Bluetooth, it has 2 speakers, it has a forward speaker in the neck, and it has a bass speaker in the pommel. The entire pommel is basically made up of a speaker and just a connector. There is another connector there that when the saber is actually fully functional without the 2-watt bass speaker, but it's much less loud. You can still test it and whatnot after you program it without the bottom speaker on, and it still works. It also still has the vibration when you turn on the saber. I don't know if you could tell. There's a vibration here, like a nice force feedback motor in this. I got a couple of the new FET 263 settings that just came out the other day into some of these fonts. I tried to replace all the fonts with those settings, but they were acting wonky on certain ones. So they're on a few of them, and the rest I had to revert back to some of the settings we had the other day. But I did change the burn up setting on one of the fonts, and I did change the assemble and disassemble attributes on one of the blade styles for you back to like more of a normal Jedi setting, which you'll see in the blade demo.
Vengeance.
This is a really nice green color out of the Photonic blade tube. I think it's more like a yellow inside there, yellowy green, and it's coming out like a really cool green. Not the brightest out of these Photonic colors, but it's pretty cool. This looks like a real lightsaber color green, I think. Very responsive Proffieboard. Special thank you to Fet263 and Jedi Arms Dealer, who helped me countless hours on this lightsaber and doing the programming with me, making sure I understood everything about the Profi. We got one more font. This one is a special one by Jedi Arms Dealer. He made this and he gifted it to Marc. This one's really, really cool. It's called Aqua Force. It's like underwater. Really cool sound effects too. The two speakers in this saber plus the rumble motor make it sound and feel really real. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, that sounded good. Like Transformers. I like how this one goes off too. That's pretty cool. Then the next one, when I hit the aux button, is just the battery level indicator.
Vengeance.
So as you can see, I've been playing with the saber for a little while, and we're in the middle with a yellow. It would have been green if it was higher up.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. You are not Jedi yet.
And then back to font number 1. How you gain access to the soundboard and the Bluetooth module and switch is there are 2 points here. One is right here and one is right here. That are 2 small holes. You can just pick one of them. Stick your little tool, your little pull tool in one of the holes and pull out the canister. Not the whole way. Okay, just enough so that you could see the board. It's the Proffieboard. You could see that there is the USB input right here. What you need to do is just remove this tape. I put a flap on the tape. It's just electronic protection for the board there. There's really no room here, and I don't want anything to touch the metal hilt. There wasn't enough room for a full plastic shield, which I tried to fit first. So we have this electronic tape which you just have to remove, and then you have access to the board. Now you don't need access to the board, you don't need to take off this tape. If you just want to do the Bluetooth board is up here, and if we flip this switch, we would gain access to the Bluetooth. And you'll see there's a blue light in there. That will tell you, I think you can see it right there. So there's a blue light in there for the Bluetooth. When you're all done doing your settings or changing whatever you want to change, you can slide the entire chassis back in. Just maybe kind of rotate it a little bit. I usually have a wood stick. I'll just push on the plastic right here to get it pushed down. You see that? You can see the threads now. Take your pommel with your second speaker. Screw that on. Test your board when you're done. I feel the force feedback. I hear the two speakers. Mark, thank you so much for thinking of me to build your lightsaber. I think it really came out awesome. I hope you enjoy it. This Photonic green TriStar is insane. I hope you really like that. Okay, thanks for checking out this video. Please hit the like button. If you could also subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I've got a bunch more videos coming out over the next couple days. I did a Graflex for my friend. I've got a Anakin lightsaber video coming out and another live stream coming up soon. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to saber the moment. Saber the moment every chance you get. Do you like what I do here on SpaceWindu channel? You might like my second channel. It's called Comic Book Creation Live, and that's where I work on my latest comic book, Albatross Junction, with my friend Kevin. We do a live show every single Wednesday. You might want to drop by and check it out. It's a really cool story that is sort of like Star Wars in some ways. There's some space travel, there's a lot of action, alien creatures, monsters, and future Earth, maybe over 1,000 years into the future. So go check out Comic Book Creation Live.